guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Season 3, Episode 2 of Wolfblood. So really excited to review this episode a little earlier than I will on Mondays. So, before I start talking about this episode, just want to give you guys a little update. This Sunday at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on Comic Frontline, which channel will be annotated, it's also in the description below, for Media Madness, we're going to have the creator Debbie Moon of this show on a podcast, on a live show. So we're really excited about it, and if you're a big fan of Wolfblood, I think you should check it out. But let's talk about this episode of Wolfblood, Season 3, Episode 2. So with this episode, and also I just want to say there are spoilers in this review, so if you haven't watched the episode yet, I would skip the review until you do watch the episode, or if you don't mind spoilers. But let's talk about this episode. So from the last episode, our cliffhanger was that Maddie could come back. So how are Iridian, Shannon, and Tom going to bring Maddie back to the pack? And they find out that they're already in Canada with new identities. It's going to be pretty hard to find them. And they actually get sidetracked a little because Iridian's ready to go Canada, try to save Maddie, but they get sidetracked because Yana comes back and she gets shot. She is the leader of the pack of her wild Wolfbloods, and there are all these Wolfbloods huddling around her, and they have to go save her. And Iridian and the crew have to figure out a way to save Yana, if they can save her. By the end of the episode, she is saved, and she's going to have a lot of time to try healing this wound. And also, a small B story is that Shannon breaks up with Henry, so that relationship didn't quite go as planned, but maybe because from the preview they're going to have another story with Tom and Shannon pretending to go out. Maybe they'll actually go out, who knows. But let's talk about this episode. I liked it. I actually liked this episode better than I did the first episode, and I thought the first episode was a solid premiere. But I did like this episode better, and one thing I will be saying in all these episode reviews is, was Maddie missing? Did there feel like there was a gap? No, honestly, I still think they're going strong with this really the primary plot being, let's find Maddie, not knowing when she's going to come back. That's the tension of the whole episode. It's like, is Maddie going to come back? Is Maddie going to come back? When is she going to come back? So I like that tension, and I think it still works with this episode with concentrating on all these supporting characters and bringing back I think a fan favorite supporting character from Season 2, which Yano's kind of brought into the series as a love triangle thing, or at least we expected that, and it ended up becoming one of my favorite stories and one of my favorite ways to handle a love triangle, even though it really wasn't a love triangle. I just feel like they handled that whole friendship really well, and not a lot of shows could do that. So it's exciting to see Yana come back in this episode, and her being a leader of the Wild Wolfbloods, and just show how much character development she had since Season 2 and Series 3, or, Season 2 and Season 3. I think that's a really great testament to the show, and it makes me excited to see her make a decision. Is she going to stay with the Wild Wolfbloods, or is she going to join the pack with Shannon, Tom, and Iridian and really stay with that pack? Because it seemed like from a season trailer we saw her in the beginning that she's like part of the K's in a way, so I want to see how that happens. I would really like to see Yana kind of join humanity in a way, or not be a wild Wolfblood anymore. I think it'd be interesting. I think that's where I like her character the most. But again, she's grown so much because she lived in the regular world for a little while, and that's something I really love about her character. So I think that's what really made me enjoy this episode the most, was Yana's return, and really excited to see where her character goes. And of course, what I loved about episode 1 was the connection and bond that Iridian, Shannon, and Tom had without Maddie, and I still think it works so well here. Shannon and Tom going to the rescue for Iridian, and I think this season just shows how strong this friendship is. It's not because of, oh, well, he's just kind of that friend tagging along. It's truly this bond, and that question of, can humans be part of a pack? And I hope they explore that even more as we get into Season 3. I hope that's an even bigger question that's more of a foreshadowing of what the rest of the season's gonna have. So I like this episode. I realized we're seeing more parents, which is kind of cool because a main focus of the parents were, of course, Maddie's parents because they were part of the pack and really a big part of the series. So it's interesting to see other people's parents, like the Kay's, one of the Kay's parents, and more Ridian's foster mom. So I think that's an interesting aspect we get to see in season 3 also. Really excited for the next episode and just seeing where the season goes and how much it progresses. And when are we going to see Maddie? I'm excited, but also I'm excited to see how every episode is going to fill that gap of Maddie in some sort of way. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, this comic, I will have another Wolfblood review next Monday and Tuesday. I've been really enjoying reviewing the show because I was, end up watching it anyway, so why not review it? So hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic and the Rant Situations. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, in the description below, there's a link for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. Also, don't forget to like the Facebook page, Like Father, Like Daughter. And remember, 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time for Media Madness on Comic Frontline on Sunday. We will have the creator, Debbie Moon of Wolfblood. Very excited for that interview, so be sure to check it out. And you guys can ask some questions in the comments too that we could ask Debbie Moon. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.